is going to be a very dog-filled vlog, and that's for a certain reason. This was a wild month, dog-wise. We got a new dog, Marshall, and I was a little worried at first because he's such a young pup.
I got new milk tea.
Thank you. He's such a young pup.
You're gonna drink it. No,
okay.
Drink it first.
Yummy mud. Yum.
That's milk tea.
Thank you. Oh, milk tea, sorry. Yum. Oh, I think I need more.
Okay.
Thank you. So we got Marshall. Then about midway through the month, we got a pretty bad diagnosis of our oldest dog. So this is full of like bookish and gardening things, but I want to feature the dogs a lot. I guess we have to say goodbye to Ruby. No. Okay, sorry.
That's okay, Mommy.
Thank you. So we said hello to a new pup. We're having to say goodbye to our old pup. So when John and I first started out, we knew we probably had to get a dog to help out with predators. Neither of us were dog people, but we didn't realize we were these dogs people, so I guess we are dog people. So I've been working my way through the Veronica Speedwell series. Oh, look at the duckies. And I'm rather enjoying it. Oh my goodness, Marshall. I'm rather enjoying it. I am on the 5th book right now, A Murderous Relation. It is bonkers. The 5th one is Jack the Ripper kind of themed. And I mean, yeah, it's okay. A little less Jack the Ripper, actually. More so, you know, an expensive brothel themed. So, I started A Picture of Dorian Gray. And the first paragraph, no, the preface had me completely putting down the book and just going like, what did I just read? That is the best piece of writing that I've read in such a long time. I've now read a little bit more into the book, but that preface sort of stopped me where I was in wanting to read any further. Just to really think about it and take it in. And I'm also delving into the Shahnameh. The thing about the Shahnameh is that it is written kind of like campfire stories. It's like, and then so-and-so, the majestic king, he was so good in his goodliness, and then there was these evil peoples, and they were so evil in their evilness, and they were bad, and then the good guy went and sought them out, and then they had a big battle, and there was like, the deaths are really gruesome. But it feels campfire-like, and I bet you that's probably it makes sense, because you're sitting around discussing this with your family, your friends, you're just passing on these stories. We got this new puppy. He's 1.5, and he has ridiculous energy. Elby, she's a little bit older, she's down there. She's Great Pyrenees. He's a mix of King Shepherd and Husky. It's an adjustment. It feels like having another toddler, but I think he fits right in. Okay, yesterday I had my aunt over, and my aunt is the flower expert, and she helped me identify and discover that we have a whole bunch of plants that have just seeded themselves, either from last year or just whenever. And I'm going to show you a couple of them that we've identified, and I'm going to give you my little plan right now. First, let's check. Let me see here. 25 degrees Celsius? Yes! Okay, have a look at the seedlings. Ooh, they're coming up. Check this out. These here, all these little ones, like here, we're not sure if these are peas for eating or sweet peas, and they've totally just like self-seeded everywhere. They're all over. And the plan today, I'm gonna try and create a little garden bed and transfer them all over there so they stop popping up over here. And then right where I've stuck this stick, this is trying to nip it in the bud. This is mint. I want mint, I just don't want mint in the greenhouse. I want mint in containers, because mint is the type of plant where if you do not plant it in a container, it basically just goes buck wild and you can't get rid of it. So I'm digging them up and I'm just putting them in the hole. Some of them I'm afraid that I've cut off the roots, so even if half of these survive, I'll be happy. I didn't do any of the work. Okay, seriously. Look at that size. All right, there you go. Half-hour work. And here's the state of the seedlings that I cut all down here. I tried to get the strongest ones because they're more likely to survive. But yeah, like I said, if some of them survive, then we're fabulous. And the mint potted. Well, this is exciting. So I have planted the peppers now. So we have a pepper called Beaver Dam and a jalapeno pepper. Here's a question that I feel like I know the answer to, but I kind of want to look at the data, and because data doesn't lie. Having just listened to another audiobook, it was, it's okay. This one was called The Witch of Willow Hall. I read this one because I really liked the last heir to Blackwood Manor. So I put all of her books in my thing, and then this one I was like, oh, okay, I'll try it out. And this one was like Regency with a little bit of paranormal, and I mean, I am going to say there was no witch until about 50% of the way in. So, like, talk about a misleading title. But here's my question. Am I more likely to give higher ratings to physically read, ebooks, or audiobooks? My initial thought is that I tend to give more 5 stars to physicals over ebooks because physical is what I prefer. I take it in more deeply. But audiobook is like a hit or a miss. It's a hit or a miss, right? I production maybe, whether or not I'm distracted. And now here's the problem is now I'm in now I'm in an audiobook slump and I don't know what to listen to. I have started exactly. I've started 4 or 5 different audiobooks and none of them are sticking. I even try to reread and I think I'm just gonna like try one of my sci-fi classics that I've got on my LibriVox app. Everything's a little stale right now. And I was on Books and Lala's stream, and it looked like a ton of other people were talking about this year of DNFing. And I probably should say this. DNF means did not finish. You put the book down for whatever reason. It wasn't grabbing your attention, you didn't have the time for it, whatever. And a did not finish is, for some people, I'm never going to do it again. I'm never going to read it again. For some people, it's I'm going to put this down and read it later. Me, I'm like, I can go both ways. We're going to try some science fiction. I've got an Andre Norton, which, by the way, mind blown. Andre Norton is a lady writer. She's a woman. Her name was, what was her name? And then she adopted the pen name Andre Norton. And it's just fascinating. She became one of the grand masters, maybe not a grand master, one of the masters of science fiction writing. And she seems to write like really adventure filled sci-fi romps. And so the one that I'm reading is called The Time Traders. And I'm 1 chapter in. And it seems to be some guy who's bound for prison. And they're like, hey, the government's gonna use you for some timey-wimey stuff. I'll keep listening and I'll update you eventually, but I just wanted to throw that question out there. This is Mr. Marshall. He's been trained to stand at the door, not come in. He's such a good boy. And I'll show you really quickly. All of the stuff is slowly coming out. This is really great because that means we're going to plow everything next week. This is my peas. They are doing well. I think I just need to plant them ASAP. I just want to keep them separate from these peas because I don't know if these are the edible peas or if these are the flowering peas. I've rescued some onions that decided to sprout. And look at this mint that just went wild as soon as I put it in the containers. This is fantastic. So we're going to plow all of this. We really didn't want to till again, but because this is our first year officially, last year was like year 0, this is the first year with our poly on for the summertime. We are going to till all of this, fluff it all up, and then we are going to mulch and make our permanent beds, and that will be our project for the next coming weeks.